WhiskyJason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of an American over here in Germany, tasting rare and exotic whiskeys. Today I have something from Best Drams. Best Dram is from the Whiskey Druid, so an independent bottler over here in Germany. He has Old Friends, he has here Scotch Universe, and he has Best Drams now. They work together and collaborate together. He's an employee at Kirsch Import. All right, so we have a Glen Garioch, yay! So in March 2013, it was distilled. In July 2023, it was bottled. So it's a 10-year-old whiskey. Cask number 2339, 210 bottles, 54.9% ABV. Cost over here in Germany, recommended retail price 84.90 euros. And it's a first fill Barbados Rum barrel. That's what it says in the label. That's what it says here. Now, according to the press release, it's a first fill, and then it's an FRC Barbados Rum Best cask. It's just like, wait a second, what is FRC? And I really had to Google a little bit to find it out. And it's like, it's Flensburg Rum Company. Flensburg is a city on the border between Denmark and Germany. Been there many times. I've actually been at the Flensburg Rum Company a few times in their gift shop, brought home some nice, interesting rum from there. And so it's something I actually knew. And it's like, wait a second. Barbados, Northern Germany. All right, so what they do is they take totes, basically. They put the rum in the totes and they just bottle it in Flensburg. That's fine. Or they take barrels and bring it up there. So you take a barrel, so the barrel goes from Barbados over to Northern Germany. From Northern Germany, it goes over to Scotland. Why did it have to go over Northern Germany? Well, our guy here, the whiskey druid, Michael Rieck, he lives in Germany. That might be one case. The other case might be that there was a cooperation with Kirsch Import. Who knows? Now, the thing that I'm missing here, there is the word here, cask strength. There is no word on the bottle about it being natural color or it being non-chilled filtered. That would be great, but it is in both cases. What I do not know, and I doubt highly, is that it spent the entire 10 years in this first fill Barbados rum cask. I think it received a finish. All right, I'll try to support my thesis here with some evidence. Now, what am I going to compare it to? Ding, ding, ding. This I bought about a month and a half ago on an auction. It's a Glen Garioch. It's 19 years old. It's from Duncan Taylor. It's about 4 months ago, to be honest. It's part of their rare old collection. It was distilled 1991. It was bottled 2011, almost 20 years, so 19 years. Cask number 3855, and it's 51.1% ABV. Now, I paid 129 euros for this an auction, including all of the costs of the auction fees and the postage and the handling and everything else to get it to my doorstep. I bought it in a German auction, so there's no excise tax or import tax or anything like that. But this is old school. This is fabulous, fabulous whiskey. This 10 years of age, cask strength. I am at the moment, I'm a big fan of Glen Garioch, especially independently bottled Glen Gariochs. Now, 10 years of age, it's always the question of what casks has this mainly seen. And as I said, I think this had some second, third, maybe even fourth fill casks, and then it was finished in the first fill Barbados rum cask. And the nose, I do get a little bit of that rum. I am not a rum expert. I always say I don't have enough liver for rum as well. I drink whiskey, I analyze it, I review it. I enjoy drinking good Tawny port wine. That's what I do with my wife in the evenings, watch a film, do anything. It's just a little bit of Ritz crackers, cheese, and port wine. I'm a happy, happy camper. Whiskey is always revolving for me about analyzing, reviewing, dissecting, and so on. It's turned into more of a business I import, I have casks, I sell. More than a relaxation pleasure, it's more of a concentrated act of understanding. And port is just like, oh, this is good, yummy, and just don't think about it. So I get a tiny little bit of tropical fruit going to like a banana chip. Get a little bit of vanilla sweetness at the end here, and a little bit of a little bit of a herbal moment going on in there. This, on the other hand, oh, this is so good. A lot more of that barley sugar. All right, let's try this. 10 years of age, 54.9%. It's fairly young. It's hot. There's a lot of pepper. There's a lot of alcohol going on in here. Even though it's, only 54.9. The 51.1, it's like the skin of a newborn baby. It's so silky smooth. Love this. Now, this does get good towards the end. But there's a lot of an herbalness going on in there. There's a lot of barley sugars. There's a little bit of that rum moment going on in there, but it's not really overly complex. It's not one of those whiskeys where you go, wow, I want to try this again. But it is a wow, it hurt my tongue a little bit. It's almost too hot. And that's one of the reasons that I think, now, that is not a full maturation in a bourbon barrel. It's not a full maturation in a Barbados rum barrel. Don't forget that almost all rum casks were bourbon casks. And it did not say that it was only used once for 10, 20, 50 years to hold rum. It might have been used for many different times to hold rum. And that barrel was sent from Barbados over up to Flensburg, Germany. From Flensburg, Germany, the cask was sent back over to Scotland. And in Scotland, they filled it. And it might have been that even though it is a first fill rum cask, it might have been the bourbon fill. It might have been filled with 4 or 5 different rums before that. And now the 6th time it has our whiskey in there. So it's not giving off a lot of flavor. It's not giving off a lot of color. Even the cask before that, if there was one, I have a little bit of bitterness going on in here. I think that was also a third fill cask, which means American ones 3 times in Scotland. So the wood influence here is not of the highest level. But the Glen Garioch moment does shine through a little bit. I watered it down a little bit from the 54.9. I might be at 48. More around a 45. There's a creaminess. There's that herbalness. There's the rum going on in there. Now, diluted down to about 45%. This is a C whiskey. Not a C plus, not a C minus, a C whiskey. But you need to find your groove here. It's a middle long finish. You have the herbs, you have the fruit, you have the sweetness. Not bad. Not wow, but not bad. There's that little bit of the wood bitterness going on in there as well in the back. Yeah. My question of the day is, do you know of any whiskeys that have had a rum finish that have been absolutely recommendable? I have the feeling that port, sherry, Zoltan, Amarone, those are things that are often good, depends on the cask. I have not had a really bad Madeira cask finish yet. STR has a certain vibe going on in there as well. Rum, it's more miss than hit. And this is the problem with the rum casks. The rum is not a very strong product itself to overpower the whiskey. it should supplement it, and sometimes it just doesn't. I think the newest Wild Turkey was also rum cask with a $400 price tag. The people that tried it they liked the whiskey, but they did not like the price. And it's also one of the things where you have to kind of figure out if it's good or not. Without the water, definitely a C minus. With the water, a C. Value for money, I still live 2020. 69 euros is what I would normally pay for a 10-year-old independently bottled Glen Garioch, even though it isn't rum cask. 84 is just cutting too deep into my wallet and my reserves. And so therefore I'm going to give this a D plus plus for the value for money, C minus minus. All right, so over here, the 129 euro bottle. If I could find another one of these for the same price, I would buy and keep it for myself. This is a 19-year-old Glen Garioch. Old school whiskey. Wow. Transition, beautiful. I have no idea why whiskey no longer tastes like it used to. I do miss the good old days, even though I did not experience them live. But when I do get a time capsule like this, bottled 2011, distilled 1991, great stuff. Wow, is that good? This, okay. Thank you very much for watching, liking, subscribing. Don't forget to write in the comments what is your favorite rum cask, matured or full maturation finished whiskey here from Scotland or any place else in the world for that matter. See you soon, Whiskey Jason. Bye-bye.